Good afternoon and welcome to episode 6 of Mariners TV. I'm your host Carly Carmichael and we also have Pete Pryor back with us. How are you, Pete?
Great to be back, Carly. Looking forward to this afternoon's match for sure.
It has been excellent. That win just a few days ago. It's
absolute scenes.
I'm still coming down from it. It's been fantastic. So we do have sorry about the delayed start. A few difficulties here, especially with the wind, but we are back on track now. Pete, do you want to tell us what's coming up?
Yeah, of course. We'll be catching up with Mariners head coach Alan Stajic, as well as the Mariners head of football Ken Schembri. Of course, we'll be having a look at our match against Melbourne City. We'll get our first look at what can't Dan do, and bringing you all the team news and lineups ahead of kickoff here at Central Coast Stadium.
Lovely. Well, let's kick it off and chat to Ken Schembri first up, who's joining us here. Come and take a seat, well, not a seat, a place in the middle of the table. I'm off to a great start, aren't I?
Yeah, it's very good.
First of all, how are you?
Yeah, good, thanks. Yeah, things are good.
Yep, good.
Things are good.
You've been at the club for quite some time now as the academy director, and you recently made the step up to the head of football. How's that transition been for you, and guess what have some of the challenges been?
Oh, the transition's been probably a little smoother than I expected. It's probably got to do with the fact that we're going all right in the first team. So, it's nice when we're winning. Things are always a bit more positive around the place. But, look, we had 3 months of very hard work from when the role started in November. And, but some of the changes we've implemented with Alan and Noel and I was, they're starting to come to fruition. So, but it's early doors, so that part's been good. Still a lot more challenges to go ahead on that part. But, I think the significant thing is that we departmentalised the club now. So we've now got A-League as a department. We've got the youth boys, MPL as a department. Same with the girls and the same with SAP. And each of those have now got their own technical director. So that's a significant step forward for the club.
And just going back to the academy for a moment, the teams are preparing for the 2021 season.
Yep.
Had huge success last season. Can you give us a bit of an update on how things are shaping up there?
Yeah, look, this year I'm pretty keen to make the women's department a bit of a focus as well. The girls are preparing well. The competition's been delayed for 4 weeks, which is, from our perspective, a bit of a shame, really. That was done for a whole lot of valid reasons at the time. So we're starting in April. The girls are playing today and having a fair bit of success at the moment. And so one of the key things that we want to continue in the female side is that we want to do a bit more work in the local community through CCF about developing an underpinning program specifically for the girls so we can flow naturally into our under 14 girls. On the boys side, it's opportunity year. The regulations have changed so that if our first grade MPL boys in Division 2 run in the first 4 on their own in the league, will be promoted to MPL 1. So that's a clear objective of the club this year. So Nick Montgomery and Sergio have the task of delivering on that, and we'll assist them on that process.
Yeah, they did such a fantastic job last season.
Yeah.
So it would be great to see some more success.
Winning the double in both 20s and first grade for the academy. That season kicks off on the 6th of March, I think, at home against Wanderers. How much are you looking forward to kick off there?
Oh, look, it's a dual process for us. The A-League will be running at the same time. So what I really want to see is that the progress that we made in the boys' space last year is coming to fruition in the A-League. So it's no coincidence that, Alu Qual, Geordie Smiley, Dan Hall, Matty Hatch, these sort of lads. And previous to that, Joshy Nisbet, Lewis Miller, that's coming to fruition now, right? So we want that to work. We want that to help in the A-League. But at the same time, we want to continue giving them lots of minutes in MPL so they can continue to develop and, when they play with us in the big time, they get their chance and do well.
And some of the names you mentioned there, Allo, obviously, George Smiley, Maxi Ballard is another one who played sensationally well on Wednesday night, I thought, as well. Surely you feel a sense of sort of pride watching these guys grow and develop and come through into the first team?
Oh, look, I was particularly, I don't know if you noticed on Wednesday night, but the whole academy squad was along the fence congratulating Maxi Ballard on debut. That's That's fantastic, So you can see that they understand that opportunities come at different times for different boys they play with, and it's never a natural sequencing. It happens because someone's got injured. So Ollie got injured, Maxie got a chance, and Alou got his start due to the fact that we decided to run light a little bit at the front end and wait for the visa boys to come. He's gone in and done well, and he's keeping them at bay, which is fantastic.
Yeah,
fantastic. So Proud's right, Monty's particularly proud, and Sergi's. But look, that's our role. Our job is to produce youngsters that can play at this level and help support the club overall in the business model as well. So it's good.
So you mentioned our overseas boys. They're getting a couple of minutes on the pitch the last few games. Can you give us, I guess, a brief rundown on how does the club actually find these players? What's a bit of a process there? Yeah,
look, I guess one of the things as to why my role eventuated was that we could do a little bit better in the recruitment practices side. And it's, it's a difficult task because most of the time all you really do is set up a scouting network around the world, but you're relying a lot on someone you trust's opinion or video or what, and you do your own analysis. The drama with that, of course, is you don't get to know their characters that well. Last year we did a lot of Zoom calls with the players, lots of chats to make sure that they would fit our culture and character. It's always a risk. There's no argument that every visa player around the country is somewhat of a challenge and a risk, and they've done particularly well before, but we're trying to find the right player to add to what we're doing rather than maybe the big name player on his own at the moment. So it'd be nice if one or two of them could be around for a year or two rather than 6 months.
Yeah, for sure.
That's really the Stefan Jankovic model is about that. We're trying to blood a young boy from over Serbia here, and he could be a longer term proposition. He's only, very young. He'll get his time, but we'll probably be more patient with him than Mikel Yanota and Marcos Ureña.
Yeah, of course, those older boys, you sort of expect them to deliver straight away.
They're more experienced.
Yeah.
They've come to the squad with a bit of experience. I mean, if you look the other night, Marcos had a moment where he was the one that slid the pass in for Matty, and that created the opportunity. As a result of that moment, we were back in the game, and the rest is an enjoyable second half, right?
Course,
So it was good.
Excellent.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you so much for joining us.
No problem.
Have absolutely loved having you in the new role and doing a fantastic job so far.
Early doors. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But long way to go. But let's hope we have a good day today.
Beautiful. Do you have a score prediction for tonight? I was way off with mine. Pete was on the money last.
3-2 with Matty Simon anytime goal scorer. Yeah.
I'm not much of a predictor. Look, I'll be very happy if we can get some consistency. The trick with this is everybody can beat just about everybody in this league this year, I think, and we need to continue the high work ethic. And if we get a result here today and can do maybe possibly well next weekend, we'll have a good season, I think. So the aim is let's play well, let's get consistent, and don't hit that flat spot. That's what we're trying to miss. So we'll see how we go.
Beautiful.
Thanks again,
All
Ken.
right.
No
Thank
problem.
you so much.
Thanks for your time.
Oh, he's doing an excellent job. We absolutely love having Uncle Ken around.
Yeah, and he has been around, as he said, for a number of years as the academy director, and it's so great to see the academy getting results and slotting these youngsters into the first team now as well. So he's doing a fantastic job, obviously.
Yes. We are going to be doing our Baker's Delight giveaway again this week. We are very fortunate that Baker's Delight, Air and Affair are back on board for every episode of Mariners TV, which means more red goodness for you guys. Carb overload, my favourite part. So it is the 4 for high fibre, low GI loaves, white rolls, twisted delights, mini cheese and bacon rolls, mini finger buns, and the hot cross buns as usual. So if you can SMS the word Baker and your full name and address to 0481 073 929, send that through and we'll be in contact with the winner.
Sounds great.
I love it. Very excited. And then another competition, because we love giving stuff away. Our best seats in the house competition. So if you're coming along to the game tonight, this is really easy. If you're coming along and you want the upgrade to these wonderful seats that you can see right here, all thanks to our wonderful partners at Best Signs, let us know who are you coming with and why do you want those seats? Why do you want those seats? Let us know. Kingland's Food and Beverages has some fantastic burgers, some soft drinks. You've got a nice little esky, so you don't even have to get up to get a drink.
How good.
It sounds perfect. And of course, the best seats in the house. I mean, can you imagine being right there, being able to watch the goal being scored?
You can't really get any closer to the action
No.
without actually being on the pitch, I guess. So, yeah, that would be sensational. Make sure you get your entries in for that one.
Yes, and so we are going to throw now. We spoke about it a lot last episode. What can't Dan do? What can't he do?
He talks a big game.
He
He's
does talk a big game.
world champion sailor. Could have played rugby for England, and
high ropes course expert.
Yep, flat pack expert apparently as well.
Yep, he can pretty much do it all. So we decided to start him off with a relatively easy one, a crossbar challenge.
Sounds
Obviously
simple enough.
not too easy, but we gave him 3 different distances. He had 15 opportunities to get it done. Let's see if he could do it.
I'm feeling quite nervous right now, up to my first challenge. Been playing soccer fives all season, so I haven't been on the big pitch yet to scoring a big goal, but hopefully I can hit the bar today, so game on. I'm going to go big, I'm going to go 3 out of 5, okay? 3 out of 5, especially from the 18-yard now, okay? Oh, terrible. Terrible first. Oh, here we go. Oh, inches. Oh, too far over. There goes my 3, Robbie. Oh, too much again. Oh, come on, at least one. Oh, too low, get under it. Oh, bit more power. Come on, Danny boy. Too much power. That one's in the reeds. Oh, terrible. Oh, that's scraped underneath for sure. VAR, let's get the VAR out. It is a long way. The breeze is starting to pick up. Can you see the trees just swaying? But hopefully I can reach the goal. That's my first attempt, but I don't think I'm going to be good at hitting the crossbar from here, but let's give it a try anyway. Oh, not even off the ground. This is going to be hard, this one, Robbie. Might have to do a super run-up. Is this pitch regulation size or what? At least I got a goal. If that one hits Dave, it's going to be perfect shot. Nah, close enough. All right, last one. Well, all I can say is out of 15 balls, challenge not accepted. Epic fail. But please, challenge Dan. Go ahead. Oh, I heard the hit, I heard it.
So, in the 15 shots he was given, he didn't get it. And then apparently they were mucking around at the end and he got it. So
I heard something like that was his 148th
yeah,
attempt,
something
I think.
like that. So I wouldn't actually give it to him this time around. However, our media manager, David Jordan, he was there as well doing the filming of that. He gave it a shot and got it on the first try, and they got it on camera. So let's check this out.
Nice.
How cool and calm was that? He was
Sign
just
him
like,
up.
whatever. And then this afternoon when we got to the stadium, JC Entertainment and Events have this road case challenge out on their Western warm-up field that kids can come along and have a attempt at. He had a go at that, and first try, look what he did. And you can hear the extreme excitement from Jimmy at JC because I didn't think anyone was expecting that. And obviously you can see DJ doing his celebratory run around the warm-up field.
Is there anything that DJ can't do?
I think we just, don't worry about Dan anymore. It's what can't Dave do.
Yeah.
So, and so if with the halftime entertainment actually today, JC Entertainment and Events are sponsoring our halftime activation. So if you're coming along to the game, make sure that you check out halftime. We've got 3 different road cases, 3 different distances, and one lucky contestant is going to have the chance to win $500. I wouldn't be able to do it. I'm not even going to try. I'd be terrible at it. Obviously, we were not going to get Dan to do it. So.
Well, I mean, DJ's just showed how easy it is. So I think it's very doable.
Hopefully, we can see the $500 go off tonight.
It'd be good.
And so at our last game, we'll have a quick recap. First of all, I don't know if you may have noticed when the boys arrived during our last episode, we saw Allo in the background. Gave us a bit of a wave, as you'll see here in the background. And then we also saw him do something very similar on the field.
Yes.
When we'll see the footage here.
Possibly one of my favourite moments of the league so far to date.
So maybe it was a sign that it was meant to be.
It's just a practice wave on the way in, wasn't it?
Yeah. So we'll just recap that last game. First of all, you got the score prediction right. How good's that?
Yeah.
And Matt Simon's 200th game for the Mariners, a huge win. Danny De Silva's goal was just phenomenal.
Oh, absolute screamer.
It's just one of those. If you weren't an A-League fan and that was the first A-League game you'd ever watched, you'd be hooked.
Absolutely right, absolutely. You couldn't have scripted it any better as well on Simo's 200th appearance. Gets an assist, scores the equaliser, and of course De Silva with an absolute worthy worthy of winning any game.
Yes, and even the post-match interview that Matt Simon had with Fox Sports, I mean, that would bring a tear to anyone's eye.
I'm not ashamed to admit.
He was so passionate.
Yep.
And it was actually, if you're on Twitter, you may have seen, a lot of people were actually talking about that actually changed their perspective of Matt Simon. Because if you don't know him as a person, you only know him what he's like on the field. And so many of them, just didn't realise what a wonderful guy he is. He's just a beautiful dad, and he loves his kids so much.
Yep.
And he just does so much for the community as well. And it was just really nice that, the general public got to see that side of him.
Oh, definitely. I think it really highlighted the emotion of the night as well. We're all feeling pretty emotional in the stadium on Wednesday night as well. And I'm not ashamed to admit, that post-match interview made me choke up a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah. It was we're still waiting on Stat because we'd love to sort of chat to him about what he thought about that. But while we are at it, we might just run to some highlights while we've got them. Check out what happened at the game and relive the magic.
Tonight from Gosford, a milestone evening for the player who gives everything 100% of the time. Local favourite Matt Simon plays his 200th game, his second stint at the Mariners, helping a resurgence of sorts. Last year's grand finals, Melbourne City will provide a stern examination themselves, smarting from a Sunday slip-up at home. Casella's done really well to fight for that. And Stensness is harassed into a mistake, and they can use the open side here through Galloway, who's looking to link up with Craig Noon. Running at Clisby, Noon, we've seen him do magic from the right, and he's come up with a beauty of an assist. Adrian Luna is the man on the spot, and City have an unlikely lead.
That's a killer for Alan Stajic and the Mariners. They played so well. But one-on-one situation, Clisby just shows too much inside. It's too easy to beat.
Well, it's sloppy from Stensness. Tries to rectify it straight away. Can't. Berenguer's bearing down on goal. Here's Jamie McLaren. Another goal for the man who can't stop scoring.
It's a horrible error from Stensness in giving the ball away, and then I think he compounds it. It's a beautiful pass from the Frenchman. Clever finish from Jamie McLaren.
Obviously, just a sneak peek of some of those previews. You can check them out on the Mariners Facebook page and Twitter as well. Just a phenomenal game.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was great to see Jaden Casella get his maiden A-League goal as well.
Yeah, it was so good to see all the boys so excited for him as well.
Yep.
Absolutely fantastic. Mm-hmm. So the team news is in. Should we check out the lineups?
We should probably have a quick look at, let's have a look at how Western United are shaping up here. Of course, it's Philip Curto starting in goal, Aaron Calver, Tomoki Yamai, Bessart Barisha's getting a start as well, Stephen Lushtika, Connor Payne returning to Central Coast Stadium, Ivan Vujica, Victor Sanchez, I should say, Tommy Uscock, also another ex-Central Coast Mariners player making his return here, Alessandro Diamante, and Iker Gualochena is starting, rounding out the 11 there. On the bench, we have Brendan Hamill, Andrew Durante, Dylan Parias, Lachlan Wales, Max Burgess, Nicholas Milanovic, and Ryan Scott.
Excellent. And let's see who's lining up for your Central Coast Mariners. So we've got Mark Birighitti in goals, Stefan Negro, Gianni Stansness. Ollie Bozanic is making his return after that shoulder dislocation. So he'll be wearing the captain's armband again this week. Danny De Silva returning after his amazing goal last match. Mm-hmm. Jack Clisby, Marco Urenya, Kai Rolls, Maddie Simon back out on the field again, Ruon Tonyik and Mikael Yonota in the starting 11. On the bench, we will have Adam Pearce, Lewis Miller, Nizzy is back. Hopefully it will be fantastic to see him get some more minutes back on the field. Mm-hmm. Daniel Bauman, Dan Hall, Jaden Casella and Alo Quall.
Strong starting 11 and a strong bench as well.
Very strong. It is, I can't wait to see what this team can pull off tonight. I'm very excited.
So am I. I'm absolutely buzzing.
And make sure that you get along to our next game, which isn't at home. We've had 3 home games back to back. It's been a bit of a whirlwind. Our next one will be at Wynn Stadium when we're taking on Wellington Phoenix. And you can actually jump on the shuttle bus thanks to Shuttle Bus Central Coast. Mm-hmm. Grab your spot. There are only limited seats on the bus. Make sure you can grab a spot. It includes your ticket and your travel. It's an air-conditioned coach, much more comfortable than driving yourself down. So also if you plan to have a few beverages, perfect opportunity.
Why not?
We'll be stopping at a bowling club along the way as well, grab some lunch, another few drinks, enjoy the company of other Mariners fans. So head to ccmariners.com.au to purchase your tickets.
Get on board the bus. Yeah, we've had some fantastic away trips already so far this season. I was on the bus on the way to Macarthur, of course, and that was a very successful journey, as well as our Sydney away as well. So, I strongly advise getting on board, and it's a lovely little trip down to Wollongong and a cracking little stadium, and hopefully a cracking day out for us as well.
Yeah, it is, and you know what? There's so many of the regular fans who come along and do those trips. You sort of get to start to know everyone and meet some new people, and it's a perfect opportunity. Finally, we'll do one last plug for Best Signs.
Of course.
Best Signs, best seats in the house. As a reminder, if you're coming along to the game today and you want to sit on the side of the pitch, pretty much where we are, but just a little bit further up, perfect viewing of the game. Comment in the comments. It's going well. Let us know who you will be attending with tonight and why you want to win those seats. Food and beverages included. Esky right next to your seats. You don't even have to get up. What more could you ask for? I know that the winner from last week absolutely had a ball. So, not last week, last episode, 3 days ago, whatever it was. So, if you want that chance, make sure you get in and we will contact that winner very, very soon.
Can't get any closer to the action without being part of the squad, I guess.
I mean, if you want to try and run on, I wouldn't advise
you'll
probably get a fine. But that's all good. Unfortunately, Alan Stadgett has been held up just with team meetings, and obviously that's probably the priority.
Yeah,
we're
that's
not.
fair. Yep.
Yeah, we're not that important.
I'll give him a pass this time.
So we might try and catch up with him in our next episode. So That's pretty much it for this week. It's been a bit of a short and sweet episode, but, you know, probably the less you see of our faces, the better. So thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you all soon.
See ya.